Hi guys, welcome to EduUdr. This is Prajit. Today we are gonna see some data types in Python. So before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to EduUdr, please subscribe and share our channel with your friends. So let's get started. Data types in Python, mainly lists, dictionaries and tuples. This window you can see is the Python console in PyCharm. PyCharm is an IDE for Python. You can use others like Jupyter or even the Python shell. I am personally preferring PyCharm. So now I have increased the font size from 13 to 20 and cropped the window to the Python console only so we can see the codes better. So we will be working here. So let's create a list, say L0, hit enter. So here we have L0. So L0 in L0 we have in list L0 we have 23, that's an integer. Prajit, that's a string. 12.65, that's a decimal number, and a complex number 5 plus 6j. So let's create another list L1, say L1 with some integers, say 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. So hit enter. We have list L1, and let's create another list L2 with some strings, say L2 is equal to whatever I have created already. So hit enter. L2 be Asha, Jitu, Pooja, Alex, whatever. So we can access item in a list and assign them new values using the index number. So let's take two items from list L2 and put them in L1. So L1 and in square braces, say from 0 colon 2 and assign them to L2 in square braces, whatever, 2 colon 4. So if I hit enter, the values in 2 to 4 index number, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 and 3, these index numbers in L2, Jitu and Pooja will be added or replaced for 0 and 2, that is 500. So hit enter. Now print L1, L1 dot hit enter. So Jitu and Pooja has been added from L2, that is from list 2 to corresponding positions that we have mentioned in list 1. Okay. So operation performed on list. We can add to list. We cannot subtract, multiply or divide to list. So we can add to list. So let's say L3, L3 equal to L1 plus whatever. Say L2, hit enter. Now print L3. So we have the collection of L1 and L2 as a single list. So we can add. So here we can add L1 to list. So we cannot, what we can do it, we cannot divide, we cannot subtract, or we cannot multiply list. We can only add list. Okay. So in another case, we can multiply an integer with a list. So whatever L4 is equal to say 2 into asterisk 2 into L1. Hit enter. Now print L4. So what we get is 2 times that list. So we get 2 times L1 here. Okay. Next is functions with list. Say functions with list. First function we are going to see is the len function. So len function. This len function can be used to find length of the list. Len and in normal braces. So list 2 L2 and hit enter. We will get the length of the list. So print L2. So you can see there are 5 strings in list 2 L2. So 5 is the length of the list. Next function is the copy function. We can use this copy function to copy values of a list to another list. Say we can create L6, say L6 list 6 is equal to list 1 dot copy and add normal braces and hit enter. Now print L6, hit enter. See, whatever in L1 is now added to L6. So you may wonder, isn't that same as L6 equal to L1? This is not the same as L6 is equal to L1, because when we want to change values in L1, L6 will automatically change. if we assign L6 is equal to L1. Instead, if we type L6 equal to L1 dot copy of, it just get copied once, and if we change the items in L1, L6 won't change. Next is the append function. Append function is useful to add extra items to a list. Let's try adding a string, say police, to L6. So we have a list L6. So L6 dot append, and in normal braces say, so it's a string, so in double quotes police, police, and hit enter. So print L6. So police has been added to L6. That is the use of append function. Next is the max function. This function can be used to find maximum values of items in a list. So the max function. So let's see how to use max function. Max of L1. So hit enter. So there were an error because in list L1 we have changed list L1 and there were some strings also. So we cannot compare strings with integers. Okay. So now we tried max function with max of L1, max in normal braces L1. We will get the maximum value, that is 40. Say next is the minimum function, min function. So with this minimum function we can find the minimum values in a list. So min in normal braces L1, hit enter, we are supposed to get 5. So 5 is the minimum value here and 40 is the maximum value here. Print function is same as accessing items in a list by just typing the variables and hitting enter. So print whatever, so L1, list 1 L1, hit enter, we will get this. And if we just L1 hit enter, we will also get the same list. So that is the print function. Next one is the delete function, del function. So del function, this del function, we can use del function to remove item from a list. Say del space L6, and in square braces the index number whatever. So we want to delete the second one or third one. Now hit enter. So print L6, hit enter. Now we have, so let's try once again, del L6 of L6, and in normal square braces the first one, so first index number is Puja, so hit enter. Now print L6. So Puja has been removed. This way we can delete items. We can also delete a set of items like del and in square braces using column. So 0 and colon 2. So 3 items will get deleted. Now hit enter. We forgot to put the L6. I'm sorry, L6. So now hit enter. Now print L6. So we have 40 and police. So we should understand that if we are giving values after the last one, so if we 0 1 2, and 0 and 1 will be considered and the last one will not be counted by Python. Okay, delete function can also be used to completely delete items in a list. So del L6, and in square brackets if you just put a colon and hit enter. Now print L6. We can see that nothing is in the list, but the list is already there. So how can we delete a list? Delete L6 and hit enter. So L6 has been deleted. So see, L6 is not defined. So L6 has been deleted. The next data type is dictionaries in Python. Dictionaries in Python are unordered collection of items, and they are indexed by keywords or keys. Okay, indexed by keys. Dictionaries hold data as a key and value pair. Dictionaries can be created by placing sequence of these key and value pairs in curly braces. separated by commas. Okay, so I have already created a dictionary 1 d1. So hit enter. Now we have the key as Jitu and let his age be 23, and for the key Abi he is having age of 28. So these are some peoples and their age respectively given as keys and values separated by commas inside a curly braces. So instead of d1 we should have used anything like person or friends or whatever. So d1 can be the name of a dictionary, but 1D cannot be. So it should not start with an integer. So be careful with that. So as we said, dictionaries are unordered. So they are indexed with only these key values. So we can access them using these key values. There is another method we can create a dictionary using a constructor, the dict constructor. So I will show you how to create a dictionary using the dict. So this is how we can create a dictionary using the dict constructor. So dictionary d2. So while using the dict constructor, there is no need for us to use these double quotes to indicate the key values and keywords. Okay, so while typing the values we should use these double quotes if that is a string. Okay, also the other difference is that we were using a colon to separate and associate these value and keys when using the curly braces. So using this dict constructor we are not using the colon, instead we are using the equal to sign. So that should be kept in mind. So now print d2, hit enter. Next is accessing items in a dictionary. We can access items in a dictionary by referring to its keyword. So if you want to know the age of Jitu in dictionary d1, we can type dictionary d1 and in square brackets use quotes and type Jitu. So when we hit enter we will get the value of Jitu. So Jitu is 23 years old, so we get Jitu. In this way we can access the values in a dictionary. So these dictionaries are also called associative arrays because of this association between these keywords and these values. Also we can use the get method to access items in a dictionary. Actually these methods are also functions. The difference is that methods are functions that are associated with an object or a class. Okay, so if you want to get the value that is the age of Abi from d1, type d1 dot get and in normal braces and use quotes as it's a string and type Abi and hit enter. So the age of Abi is 28, that's being printed. These are the two ways we can access items in a dictionary. We can change values once assigned to an item in a dictionary using its keyword. Okay, so now t1 hit enter, we have Jitu, Abi, Kajal, Puja. So we want to change the age of Puja is now 35 and we want to change that to 27. So d1 in normal in square braces use quotes and type Puja and assign 27. So hit enter. Now print d1, hit enter. So Puja was 35 and now the value of Puja keyword is 27. Cool. Also we can add new items to a list using those square braces. So d1, if you want to add the Alex, okay, whatever, Alex. So Alex in, if you want to add Alex to d1, so d1 dot Alex equal to and assign a value say 29. So hit enter. Now Alex must be added to d1. So print d1, hit enter. As you can see, Alex, the new value and the key has been added to d1. Next is the value function we can use to print all values. Okay, so we can if we want to print all the values in d1 dot values and in normal braces, hit enter, all the values will get displayed. Okay, so these are the values in d1. Similar method to print all the keys. Okay, so d1 dot keys and normal braces and hit enter. So all these keys has been displayed. Jitu, Abhi, Kajal, Pooja, Alex, whatever. So values function can be used to print all the values and keys function can be used to print all the keys. We can use the len function to find the length of a dictionary. So length of d1, hit enter. So the length of d1 is 5. Print d1. As you can see, there are 5 keyword and value combination. Next is a method called the pop method. So this pop method can be used to remove an item at the same time it will be showed in the console. So when we use pop method on a particular item inside a dictionary, it will get removed and displayed the value. It displays the value on the console. Okay, so say whatever d1 dot pop and we can what, okay, let's delete Alex. Okay, let's remove Alex. So in quotes type Alex and hit enter. So now Alex must be deleted. So as you can see, the value of Alex is displayed here. So now print d1, hit enter. As you can see, Alex is no more there. The next method is the pop item method. So in the pop item method, it will remove the last added item in the dictionary. So Abhi, Kajal and Pooja, and obviously Pooja is the last one added. So if we just type d1 dot pop item and in normal basis hit enter, Pooja will be removed. Hit enter. So Pooja 27 that is been displayed, and if we print d1, we can see that Pooja has been removed. Another method is the clear method. So we can use this clear method to clear all the items in a dictionary. So I have already created d2. So print d2, hit enter. We can see that this is dictionary to d2, and now d2 dot clear off. That is d2 dot clear, and in normal braces hit enter. So what happens is that all the values and keys in d2 will be cleared, but d2 will persist. Okay, now d2 has been cleared in d2. As you can see, d2 is there, but all the values and keywords has been removed. This clear method to clear all the values inside a dictionary. Next is the del function. So we have already discussed the del function in case of the list, so that is same here also. Print d1, so d1 hit enter. So now we want to delete Kajal. Okay, so delete space in square braces Kajal. Okay, Kajal is a string, Kajal, and if we hit enter, Kajal will be removed. Oh, we forgot to put the name of the dictionary d1. So now hit enter, and if we print d1, so Kajal has been removed. So we can also use this del function to remove the entire dictionary. So del space d1 hit enter, and if we now print d1, we can see that d1 has been deleted. So as you can see, d1 is not defined and d1 is deleted. So the next data type in Python are the tuples. So tuples are collection of items which are ordered and immutable. So immutable means they cannot be changed. So they are created in round brackets. So we can know that lists are created in square brackets, dictionaries are created in curly brackets, and tuples are created in round brackets. And now once a tuple is created, we cannot add items to it. So that is why it's called immutable. No change, unchangeable. That's it. So let's create a tuple T1 inside those round brackets. Is as you can see, we can add items inside a tuple inside these round brackets. So we can add strings, integers, etc. Also, there is another method we can create a tuple using the tuple constructor. So I have already created one, I will show you. So this is a tuple constructed tuple, and inside this tuple constructor with two round brackets we can add whatever you want. So when we are handling with loops, this tuple constructor will be useful. As of now, we are not encountering with loops. So in the coming videos, we will be encountering with loops. Then we will understand the use of these. Okay. So same as in case of list, we can add two tuples but cannot subtract, multiply or divide tuples. So let me create a tuple by adding another two tuples. So T3, so assign them to T1 plus T2. Now hit enter, and if we print T3, we can see that all the elements in T1 and T2 are in T3. Okay, same as in list, we can multiply as this multiply an integer with the tuples. Okay, let's L4 is equal to 2 into say L1 or say L2. Oh, sorry, T4 is equal to 2 into T2 and hit enter. Now print T4. So as you can see, T4 is 2 times T2. As you can see, this is T2. So there is only 3 items. As we have multiplied with 2, here we have 6 items. Okay, len function, and we can use that len function to find the length of tuples as same as in list. Okay, so len T2. Oh sorry, in normal braces T2, hit enter. So 3. We have a tuple. We can change that tuple to a list using the list constructor. So I will show you. Say list L1 is equal to list, and in normal braces, the round braces, put T1. Now hit enter. So if we print L1, we can see that all the values in tuple T1 is now items in list L1. Also we can make list to tuples. Okay, so using the tuple constructor. So here say t5 is equal to tuple, and in normal braces L1. Now if we hit enter, so print t5, and we can see that this is now a tuple in round braces. Okay, so I have already told you we cannot change values inside tuple, or we cannot add items to a tuple. So if we can convert tuples to list and then convert back list to tuples, we can change items this way. Here we have converted t1 tuple 1 to list 1. Okay, now list 1 is already there, so print list 1, hit enter. Now list t1, hit enter. As you can see, in both the list and tuples, the values are same. Now we can change the value, first value in list 1 in square braces 0, and assign that equal to, so it's apple, so we can change that to orange. Now hit enter. So, and now make t1 using the tuple function, and tuple, and in normal braces what, L1. So hit enter. Now if we print t1, we can find that we have changed that value in tuple. So as you can see, so this is t1 printed earlier. In t1, first value is apple, first item is apple. So now we have changed that first item to orange. Correct? Negative indexing with tuples. So negative indexing specifies that we are taking the values from the end to the start. So in negative indexing, the last item in a list or a tuple will be having -1, and the second last one will be having index number -2, and so on. So here in T1, the last one is Bob. So if you want to print the last one, say T1 and in square brackets -1 and hit enter, we will get Bob. Next is the del function. So with the del function, we can only delete a tuple. We cannot alter the items inside the tuple. So with del function, with a tuple, we can delete the tuple. Okay, print T1, hit enter, and delete T1, delete T1. Now hit enter. Now if we print T1, we will get an error. So T1 is not defined. That's it. So in the coming videos, we will see loops, for loops, while loops, etc. So with those loops, these tuples, lists and dictionaries will be interesting. Thank you for watching EduUdr. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and like and share with your friends.